Righto guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to change the passenger side engine mount on your Barra. It seems to be the one that always dies, as it is the one that takes all the force when you accelerate. The motor does that. It torques up, so the left hand side of the motor wants to come up all the time. So going to show you how to replace that. This is the new daily driver, 08 BF XR6. I swapped it for the turbo BA that I did in my other videos, in showing you how to turbo your NA Falcon. So just got some FG17s on it. Paint's okay. It's not too bad. It's seen better days, as you can see there. But the interior is pretty good. It's had a very thorough clean. It's got the ZF 6-speed premium sound. The sub's dead. I've got to replace that one, but all in all, it's not too bad. Can tow stuff around like a box trailer. The spoilers are worse. It's got some situations going on there, but I got some colour clear coat, hardener, a bit of thinners, so I'm gonna give it a respray, and I've given it a bit of a cut back, but it needs a filler, like a filling polish, to maybe bring it back up, but it might just need some more clear coat. But anyway, either way, I'm not really worried at the moment. It's just a nice daily driver, gets me to work and back, etc. And the fuel consumption, that's what I wanted to show you. I can't believe how good these are on fuel. It's an 08 Mark II. I'll show you guys the fuel consumption. It's crazy. So just turn the ignition on, and so I've used just over 7/8 of a tank, and we've done 621 kilometers. These things are awesome on fuel. Very, very cool. So righto, let's get stuck into it then. What I did yesterday, I got a bit ahead of myself. I took everything off that I needed because I was just waiting on the engine mount, but it didn't turn up. So I'll just show you what's needed, what you have to do to get to the engine mount, basically, because it's obviously right down in there. First thing I do is just get rid of those two screws, pop out the little cold air intake, like so. I'll just grab it with my finger. It just comes out pretty easily. Drop her on the ground. Then probably the next thing you can either do is take the intake pipe off, or the top of the airbox. I just undo that hose clamp, and then take the top of the airbox off. Put that to there. Top of the airbox. Then I would get this intake pipe off. So you've got the little vacuum hose there, which is connected to the tapper cover. Then that just slides off, but you've got two 10mm bolts there. You just have to undo those two, and then that just pulls off. Put her over there. Then pretty much the last thing you have to remove from the engine is these three bolts. There's two there, and there's one down there. You just need some extensions and that. It's not too hard to get to, really. You might even be able to maybe get a ratchet spanner down there, but they're 8mm anyway, so pull them off. This one here is 7mm on the intake pipe. Then you've got your airbox clips, and then you take the airbox out. So I'll just remove that, and the airbox is gone. So after all that big 5 minutes of removing stuff, you'll be able to see your engine mount. Now you can probably see there all that fluid. What looks like fluid looks like a bit of engine oil, whatever. But that is your engine mount is dead, because they are oil filled. So that's your dead giveaway that it's you look under the car, you see this like gooey, brown, oily stuff, then you know that you've got an engine mount issue. And these ones never go, because when the motor torques, it just pushes down on this one and it doesn't have any problems. So we have our new one here. So just show you guys the engine. There's our engine mount and engine mount part number. Cool. So I'm not too sure how much they are. They're definitely under $100 for the NA ones. The turbo ones have a strap around them so that they, I don't know whether they last longer or they don't flex as much or whatever, but yeah, not really necessary. We put NA ones in the Force and got NA ones in the F6 and the Force, so they do the job. Then you don't need the expensive ones. Righto, so that's about it. So we'll get into it. I'll see what size that the one is on top. There we go. You can just see the thread down there. Undo that guy, and then you undo the bottom one, the one that goes all the way through. Righto, let's do that. So I worked out that, yes, easiest way to do it is breaker bar, and I used a 3/8 18mm socket and the little reducer, because it's a 1/2 inch breaker bar, gave it a little bit of extra height to get over the engine mount. Then I'm going to use 1/2 inch ratchet, then 3/8 ratchet. Excuse the state of my tools. They went through a bit of a hot situation, as in fire. check it out. Anyway, more on that later. So yeah, and there we go. We have our nut off. There it is. Just going to show you what it looks like when you do actually break an engine mount properly. So we've got our 13mm spanner on the back, and we've got our 15 for the front. See if we can undo this little hussy. Moved. That's a good start. Now we'll try out our new impact gun, I suppose you could call it. Yep, that'll hurt. So if we get onto this guy here, ching, Hopefully the spanner stays there. Let's have a look. Oh, you son of a bitch. Take this guy off. Should be able to reach it, hopefully. See if I can get down there. Righto, let's put it in a different spot then. See if I can get down in here. Where is it? There it is. Oh, actually, if I do it the other way, it might work better. Oh, my eyes are playing tricks on me here. Where are we? Here we go. Okay. So we're on there. Let's get this guy back on here. Righto. There we go, got him. So we'll just drop that guy on the ground. And take our spanner out. Oh, cool, okay. Is that legit? You're kidding me. You can't get the bolt out. The bolt hits on the ZF cooler. Isn't that the dumbest shit you've ever seen? No wonder people get rid of these. The F6 doesn't have one. The Force doesn't have one. We redirected the coolant back into the other coolant pipe and put an air to oil cooler on this basically underneath the passenger seat. Oh man, this is some dumb shit. Good work, Ford. Righto, let's get it off. Okay, so I couldn't film any of that because I couldn't get my hand down there at the same time, but the ZF cooler is free. There's only one bolt you have to actually take out, but the other two you have to undo still. So that top left one you have to remove, obviously, because it doesn't have a thing, but the other two have a slot so you can slide them out. That one there, and then there's one down the bottom underneath there. But now the bolt is out of the engine mount. And now we can remove it. So I will set this up somehow so we can see. Maybe. So just get a piece of wood. Get a piece of wood underneath the sump. It should come out relatively easily. There we go. Look at that. So yeah, it was sort of as you can see by the thread still in here, that it's definitely broken. So let's see if we can pry it out while it's home. It's being very rude. Just won't leave its home, will it? It's like, nah, screw that. I'm not going home. Oh dear. Can't say I've had this problem. See if I can find a hammer. See if this works. Hey, great success. And there's the other half of our engine mount. Something doesn't seem right. And yeah, that's what the engine mount looks like. That is dead. You can see the gooiness that you start to see on the ground. So now all we have to do is separate this guy from the mounting bracket, and then we can get it in there. Have to excuse the mess at the moment. She's a bit of a ride off the old shed, but righto. So I just get it in the vise, get a rag so you don't get. Try and empty the oil as much as you can outside, but then I clamp her in the vise and yeah, undo it. If I can work out how to set the camera up. So pretty simple, setting the engine mount up with the little bracket. There's a pin. Sometimes they're not straight. I just bent it out a little bit, and yeah, now it goes in there nicely. Just locates in there. Then I just double checked it on the motor to make sure that this pin here lines up with the one on the engine mount on the motor, and everything's good. So yeah, we'll stick it together. And now set up in the vise again, just a nice squeeze on the rubber, and the locating pin is through the hole, and then we'll do the nut up. Here we go, old and new. Nuts on the bottom, located. One thing I wanted to say was, you don't need new nuts. They don't come with nuts. You just use the old nuts. You can see,
these nuts.
Pretty sure you'll be able to see there how it's elongated. They're like a locking nut sort of thing. And yeah, you just use them again. Alright, let's get it in. Alright, so then you can see the tab on this one. There's a tab there, and that goes, you'll see there's a little locator. There's a locator right there. So what I ended up doing was jacking up again and levitated the engine mount so that it is in the correct position, and the locator's there. As you can see, there's no gap now, and it's up. So I'll just get her down and see if we can get the big ass bolt in. It's gonna be fun. Righto, so yeah, it is not lining up obviously. Okay, thought it was going to be just a tad harder than that. Boom, through. Beautiful. Now, nut. Rightio, so our top engine mount bolt is nut is on. The ZF cooler is mounted back up with its 3 bolts, and we've got our 15mm because we've turned that bolt around. We've got a 15mm spanner on the nut, and we've got our 13mm on the head of the bolt. So let's see if we can get this guy back up. Righto. So that's done up. And we will crank her up with a ratchet because we don't want it coming undone. Righto. And there we go. What's that? So, I'll just double check everything. We've got our top nut. We did the bottom nut up on the vise. We have our ZF cooler shit box back on, done up, and we've done our bottom nut and bolt up. Giggity, giggity. So now we will reassemble the engine bay. In reverse order, we will put the bottom of the airbox in, like that. Next we'll put the top of the airbox on. And next we'll put the intake pipe on that goes to the throttle body. And that's on. Just make sure you remember to do this 7mm up and the 2 10s. Beautiful. One more piece to go. So there you have it. We're all back together and ready to roll with our new engine mount down in there. Obviously, if you want to do this side, you can see that it is a downside easier than the other side. So it's basically just, yeah, do the top bolt, undo the bottom bolt, jack it up, remove it, put the new one in, blah blah blah. Very easy to get to, but yeah, like saying with the other side, I've never seen a bad one of these on the driver's side, because the motor is always pulling up on that left hand engine mount, hence why they rip apart. Exhibit A. So yeah, there you go guys, that's going to conclude this video of the engine mount swap over. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and be sure to like if you liked this video, and subscribe for more Barra Ford related videos. Have a good one.